everybody. I'm here. I have arrived. I got a tea. Today's tea is black tea. Again, same as yesterday. Deal with it. Finally, I get to play LIMBUS Company again. Yay! There hasn't really been a lot of story updates out there. Aside from ID update stories, but we don't count those. But even then, there's been a lot of EGOs, not a lot of IDs. Which makes me really sad. I play LIMBUS Company for the story, I don't play for the gacha and more rare EGOs. And event rewards. I'm sorry, I was not a fan of the rerun. The Christmas rerun. Here's me. So I thought they have voice acting, but I like doing the voice acting. I did that myself. There was already voice acting last year. It was me. But now we get Walpurgis night. And we're going to the library, which is the good kind of Walpurgis night. I love Library of Luna significantly more than Lobotomy Corporation. So every time there's a Walpurgis night related to Library of Luna, I'm much more excited. Best Walpurgis night was Dawn Office with Dawn Office Sinclair. That was the best one. And I like the LabCorp ones. But now we get Full Stop, which unfortunately, out of all the stories that they could have done for Library of Luna, Full Stop is the gun one. The one with guns. Oh darn. Well, that's not much of an improvement, but okay, sure, we have guns now. Huh. Also, are you hearing what I'm hearing? There's a ringing noise. What's the source of that mysterious ringing noise? Here, let me try... If I do this a bit. Move my microphone closer. Turn down the volume. Does that help? I don't know if that helps with the mysterious ringing noise. I certainly hope it does. I'm a tiny bit quieter, but I'm closer to the microphone, so that makes up for it. I just gotta remember to stay close and don't get far away. Yay. And also be careful to not breathe directly into the microphone while I'm very close to it, or we'll have issues. I don't have any kind of fancy... what are they called? Wind gates? I think it's just called a wind gate. I don't have a fancy wind gate on my microphone. I don't even have any, like, cover over it. Like one of those soft but scratchy covers. It's just a metal microphone. Like here, if I do this. That's my microphone. Very scratchy. Oh, okay. So now... Oh, wait, I think it just stopped. Ah, perfect timing, hold on. I can turn myself back up, and then step away again. Oh, I also kind of like being closer. Now I'm not sure. I'm indecisive. We'll go with this for now. I totally know what I'm doing. Wow. No! Sound! Come back. Thank you. Ta-da! There it is. Oh, you really can't hear me when I turn down my volume. Like, I just look away. This is what happens. I'm so far away. Come back! Come back! I'm not moving any farther away from the microphone. All I'm doing is turning my head towards my other screen, and I sound this far away. I'm not... This is why I never adjust my microphone settings. I'm sure it'll be fine. I have not condensed my energy yet. But I'm pretty sure I don't need any energy, do I? If I go to the adventure. I've already done the Miracle District 20 stuff off stream. The only rewards I have not gotten are the cosmetic ones, because I don't really like them. I don't care. It's not Christmas anymore, I don't need these. I like the cosmetics I already have. Look at this, it's purple! Purple! Yay! I don't know if I'm ever going to change this background. I like... Go to customize. I'm pretty sure the first background I used was the purple envy one, obviously. Then my favorite one was the pink Peckwood one. Even though it's kind of gross, but it's pink. That's nice. And ever since then, I don't care about most of these. I have the last year's Christmas one. One with no special effects. But this one is purple. It's colorful and light purple and pink. And it's perfect. And it makes me happy. It's easiest to see most of it on the EGL. There. Very nice background. I will never change it again. I'm also not sure if I'll ever change my ID or EGL showcase. I used to have it on Yuri Faust because... Hi, my name is Yuri. Nice to meet you. I know you've never heard of my name before. I also have switched it to 7 Faust a couple times because I love tea. But... if I could choose between a person named Yuri, a person who likes tea, and also has glasses. I like glasses. That looks nice. Or a beautiful light purple dress that is covered by a light purple colorful background with confetti everywhere, and a purple umbrella that is also a weapon with lots of frills and ribbons everywhere. I don't know, this competition's kind of steep. Okie dokie. So, Miracle District 20 is already complete. One thing I've not done is I skipped over the ID update stories for the Manager of Elemental and Don Quixote, and for the Priest of Elemental and Gregor. Even though I already updated them. So maybe those after the event, if it's short? I don't know. But I already read the Princess of Elemental and the Barber of Elemental and... No, the Barber of Elemental and on stream before. Walpurgis night. Also, I'm sorry, but no, I have not pulled on the gacha. I have barely any more pulls than getting 200. Do I? Yeah, I have like... I have 200 pulls. Not even 210. I have just barely enough pulls to get to using Ideality. And that is not worth it. Because I don't like guns. I don't like these IDs. They're not even colorful. I ranted about this exact same thing with Wuthering Waves. It's just a black outfit. There's no color. That's all. There are very few cases where I like somebody with just a plain black outfit with like a suit like this, and that's Bondrewd from Made in Abyss. But that's because he's supposed to be a big, scary, intimidating antagonist, which he does perfectly. But in this case, I don't want Honglu to be a big, scary antagonist. I want Honglu to be colorful. I want Honglu to be pretty like a magical girl. Same applies to the other guns. This is just a suit. Black suit, Roland. Colors are gone. I don't care about the EGLs either. Also gun. I was also so confused, so this one EGL has so many animations. The trailer video on Pudgy Moon's YouTube channel was so long, and about half of it was just Otis shooting and magic bullet animations. There's so many of them. Why? I mean, sure, it's not a bad thing to have more animations, it's a good thing. But what for? Sure, I guess. I guess they've been adding more and more animations to not just deals, but also IDs. Like all of the Lamont characters having so many enhanced state phases, depending on their stacks, from 10 to 20 to 30. That also kind of changes their animations, which is cool. So, and you can also tell how much I don't like guns and just the color black by the one other Walpurgis ID that I don't have. Another person with guns, wearing a plain black boring suit. Dar. I already have ring blink to list and spice, but she's saying I don't need more. Also, a few other things I'm missing. I think I have almost enough ego shards from these crates. Assuming I get an average of 2 out of them, which I should. I have almost enough ego shard crates to extract everything here. Pretty sure. So I want to save my 200 pulls of lunacy here. Wow, shinies. I want to save my 200 pulls of lunacy. I don't care about these Walpurgis Night stuff. I'm here for a story! And the Church of Gears. Library of Food. What's the difference between missions and books of the day? Ah. Oh, right. Missions are the objectives. Duh. The theater. Do I go to the theater first? I could enter here. For some reason, both of the episodes are already available, even though I have not done the combat yet. Let me see. We haven't done the book of the Church of Gears. Yes. Library of Runa menu jump scare. I assume I bring the same team as usual. We're bleeding. Wait. What? What? Hold on. Who are the... Who has bonuses? And why is it Don Quixote? What? Ah. I don't know where it says who has bonus rewards. Why is it Don Quixote?
책임은 모두 내가 진다.
Oh no, wait, that's the person who's selected first. I
책임은
see.
모두 내가
I want
진다.
Princess Roria to be first.
그러든가.
I don't know what that buff does, but I have it.
책임은 모두 나.
New. A whole lot of bleed. I only have
자,
5?
전 준비되었어.
Yeah, 5 characters in the team. Do I want fluid sac or do I want more bleed? Probably more bleed.
해골바가지랑 거미 대가리. 후드려 패러간.
She's also Walpurgis ID. It matches, right? This is thematic. And then chain.
전 준비되었어요.
Probably doesn't matter the order.
재촉침은
Too
허정해
much.
두지.
지정 보.
퀘스트 혈기분들이 또
따란!
날뛰고 있나요?
Got it.
실력 없으면 따라오지 마세요.
Also, the announcer is fixed to Dante, I
방해되거든요.
just realized. Weird. Is it Puffy? Hi! Oh, hey, I have an office. How fancy. It's such a nice... such a nice cozy office. And yet we've only seen this art like 1 time before. Maybe 2. I forgot. You can even see a map over there. A map of the city. And Dante's tablet is there. Oh, I'd ask, who is that? Who is mysterious man in the tablet? I guess it's just supposed to be a generic ID person. Blank slate. Hold on. Wait, is there voice acting for this? I don't think there is. There's voice acting for the Christmas rerun, but not here. There. Bob! Hello! Hi, welcome to the stream, welcome to LIMBUS Company. I haven't been able to play LIMBUS Company in so long because they haven't added any new stories. Now they finally had a new story. Even though it's only like 2 episodes, but still. I make do. I think I just popped my ear while trying to blow my nose. Ah. How are you? I'm comfy. I'm cozy. No, okay. No, I'm okay. It happens like half the time when I blow my nose. It happens all the time. My ear's weird like that. It always unpops after about 5 or 10 seconds, which it just now did. Oh, how convenient. Alright. I finally get to do voice acting for LIMBUS Company. It's been so long. I don't know how long it's been. It's probably only been 2 months, but it felt longer. This seemed like a good place to end it, Dante. Alright. I do consultations with the sinners when there's a need to do so. But I also invite them for regular consultations as well, regardless of the necessity. Wait. This feels familiar. Am I getting deja vu, or... No. Surely this is not the same. My conversations were usually pretty inane and somewhat perfunctory, that's a word. To the point where I feel like I'm just going down a list of things to say, asking obvious questions like, how are you doing? Are you dealing with any difficult emotions? Or other queries of similar nature. Which means that most of our consultations end up being idle chatter, but... Well... So we're good here, right? Faust believes so, yes. Your continual growth has been observed throughout repeated consultations. And no changes for the worse or problems with your tenure as the manager have been found. That's good. Faust was always the last sinner on my consultation list. And whenever I finished consulting her, she would have me participate in her consultation in turn. Ah, how nice. How nice of her to check up on her therapist. These are rather valuable opportunities for me, given that they're pretty much the only times I ever get to voice my concerns without hesitation. Not to mention that they're also the chances to try to brainstorm how I'd go about resolving them. It is. Do you have any further questions? As I was listening to Faust, sitting across from her and cleaning out the documents laid out on my desk, my calendar came to view. Oh yeah, it's happening pretty soon, isn't it? Does WALPURGIS Night have a schedule? I don't think it has a schedule. I thought it happened at random times. By it, you're referring to... The WALPURGIS Night. I feel like it's about time it happened again. It's been happening pretty frequently as of late, to the point where they're occurring once every few days. What? What do you mean? I don't know how rare this event really is, but I'm starting to develop some sort of intuition as to how often it comes. It seems that you have found yourself a pattern of sorts, Dante. However, the basis by which the WALPURGIS Nights occur is pure chance. There are no rules that dictate their frequency. Yeah, that's what I thought. Huh. Really? Are you sure? Are you lying to me? But I just have this feeling, an intuition that it's about to happen, you know? Is this the same sort of feeling that Dante gets when near things like the golden bow or abnormalities and distortions? Dante can just feel them. It's a clock thing, I guess. It also kind of reminds me of the story of Pinakani and Unkai Star Rail, because one of the most important characters was Clocky, a clock mascot. Well, obviously has a clock head, just like Dante. But it's revealed later on that Clocky was actually originally supposed to be a compass, not a clock. They are pretty similar in shape and the function. But instead of telling time, they tell space. So, it seems like Dante has a similar compass functionality. Faust has come to understand that your feelings, Dante, may sometimes yield exceptional results that elude any sort of logical or sensible explanations. It's my favorite Vtuber! Yay! You mean me, right? You are referring to me, and not somebody else who happens to be live, but you're not on their stream right now, right? But from Gurk? What? I don't know what that means. Hello, Admiral. Welcome to WALPURGIS night. Welcome to Dante and Faust's therapy session. Our two-way therapy session. However, to find patterns in which there are none is... You're surprisingly good at this, Dante. Faust had just begun her explanation with a barely noticeable grin when she was prematurely cut off by an all-too-familiar alarm and the accompanying light-chilled green flashes. Lament. Yes, lament. Indeed. What's from Berserk is what I meant. I have no idea what that is either. I'm still confused. Hawaku-san, welcome to LIMBUS Company. I just now started the WALPURGIS night. I haven't done the story yet. And now there's an alarm! Ah! You were saying, Faust? It is always a pleasant surprise to encounter such uncertainties. You don't look pleased at all, though. Let us into the driver's seat. Never read Berserk? No. I don't know. Is that a manga or anime? Or my Berserker? That sounds like a old classic anime manga. I don't know. I've never seen or read it. It's a manga. Yeah, I never read it. And with that, she hurriedly stormed out of my room. Probably to shut off the alarm that won't shut up. Dante. That's my favorite character behind Don Quixote. Understandable. I'm always very indecisive about who my favorite character is. Like, from the start of the game, well, when it first released, Yuri was my favorite character. Totally not just because my name is also Yuri. Karen has basically always been my second favorite character. But she's just too much of a side character. She doesn't get enough screen time. During Yeseng's chapter, he was my favorite character because recency bias, I guess. Who's Yuri? You know, Yuri from LIMBUS Company. You mean Golden Apple? Yeah, that too. And then, now that Don Quixote's chapter is out, I'm not sure if Don Quixote is my favorite character or the Princess of Land. I think the Princess of Land is my favorite character design, just because of their outfit. I really love purple and frilly dresses and umbrellas. I just wish that her design was slapped onto Don Quixote's personality. Who's Ram? I don't know. Sometime later. Oh, it's Yuri. Hi, hello, I'm Yuri. My name is Yuri. I play video games and do voice acting. That's Yuri. Audion! This is one weird place, huh? Are we in some kind of prison?
The air smells dank. I think we might be underground.
I was wondering if we get to visit the L-Corp headquarters again. I'm pretty sure that tomorrow we'll be going our next WALPURGIS night. Wait, is there a pattern? Do we go, like, back and forth between LabCorp and Luna every WALPURGIS night? I haven't noticed if there was a pattern. I think it alternates back and forth. Like, first one... What was the first one? I don't even remember. Assuming the first one was Luna, because there was a hook office, Honglu. Second one would be LabCorp with What? Lantern Dawn? I have no memory. I'm confused. I remember there's another Laberuna one with the Fairy Festival. Then another LobCorp one with Ryoshu. The Gebra Ryoshu, not Gebra, whatever her name is. I don't know. Oh hey, thank you for following. My memory is so bad. I can't remember the Walpurgis Nights or the IDs that came with them. First! Oh hey, you are the first. Congratulations. You beat Admiral to it. I am first. Yes. It doesn't matter who actually gets in here first. It all depends on who claims first. I'm pretty sure that's what will be going our next Walpurgis Night. How do you know that? Doesn't it seem like they're taking turns to appear? The patterns are telling me that this time we're inside a book of the library. I think. Any thoughts, Faust? As I've stated earlier, the basis by which the Walpurgis Nights occur is pure...
The hell are you blabbering on about? Quit going off on tangents and answer the question straight, yeah?
Always. For the sake of efficiency, immediately and succinctly big words. Explicate your point when replying to the superior's questions. Understood? Indeed. This event seems to take place at a period of time when the library existed. Good job, Faust, you did it. Library of Ruina mentioned, let's go! And I do like Library of Ruina a lot more than Lobotomy Corporation. The only problem is I don't like guns. Out of all the stories they could have picked out of Library of Luna, why did they have to pick Full Stop Office, huh? They could have done so many other things. They've already done Philip's story. It's hard to follow up on that one. They already did Murder on the Warp Express, so there's no point in doing the Warp Express story with Love Town or Tommy. What else? What are good stories in Library of Luna? Aside from the patron librarian stories. I don't know if they can do much with the carnival. Although the carnival does have a lot to do with distortions. Creaking puppets didn't do much. Smiling faces didn't do much. We have ideas for the She Association and LIMBUS Company, but they haven't really gotten much place in the story aside from that one time in Chapter 4. Where's our She Association Library of Luna story, huh? I wanna see that one. However, it does not seem to be the case that we'll be facing abnormalities here, as we had done so in the past. The Fairy Festival... and... what was the other abnormality from Library of Luna Walpurgis Night? I should remember. It wasn't the Space Children, was it? No. I don't know, I can't remember.
Huh? Then what?
Wait! Shh! Voices. They're close. With everyone hushed, I could hear voices muttering from a distant hallway. It seems that this place is a place of congregation for an emergent religious group once known as the Church of Gears.
The Church of Gears?
So, do they worship literal gears? Or is it more symbolic, like they're worshipping the sacred values of labor or something? Excuse me. Faust gazed in the distance, blinked a few times, and continued as though she realized something. She's thinking. She's connecting to the Faust Wi-Fi. Not exactly. They consider themselves to be as denizens of the city, nothing more than gears. Their belief is that their misfortunes stems from the fact that their current lot in life has placed them where they do not belong. Such was Faust's input. Yeah, she connected to Faust Wi-Fi. Is she getting all this from the Gesellschaft she mentioned before? It doesn't seem too off the mark then. Plenty of people in the city have jobs they're not fit for. Perhaps so. However, do understand that the laity of this religion dubbed meat gears, install their objects of worship known as thought gears. Gears made from humans into their own brains. And, okay, point taken. You can stop now. Yeah, what was I even thinking? Of course, they're just another bunch of crazies. Radia brought her hand to her mouth as though she was about to vomit, then shook her head dismissively.
Anyways, so what are we supposed to be doing here? Do we kill him?
It is uncertain where the end of this scenario lies. However, as your proposed course of action has often led us to solutions, it likely will not be much different this time.
Please, a moment. What is this scenario that you have mentioned in passing?
Yeah, I caught that too. It is only a hypothesis of sorts. At the moment, however, please no, that was a comma and then a period, not a period and then a comma. It is only a hypothesis of sorts at the moment. However, please recall the past manifestations of a phenomenon in which we, once the goal determined by this scenario was deemed complete, were immediately returned to the bus's corridors. It usually involved killing the stuff in front of us. And given that the beginning and resolution was always identical, so the scenario's resetting from cycle to cycle, it can be surmised that we are repeating the same scenario. There are other rooms in the back door with similar attributes. Given that they also consist of rooms that repeat certain scenarios until a certain objective is completed, it can be said that the prospect of this hypothesis, turning out to be correct, is not entirely out of the realm of possibility when it comes to technological limitations. Yeah? Is that all?
In recollecting, as you say, I find that there were instances in which we were invariably made to reach the same conclusion, regardless of the specifics of our methodologies in battle.
Verily! Hast thou not said before, young Faust, that our actions, taken within the bounds of realities, manifested by the powers of WALPURGIS, were indeed events of the past, yet manipulated not the history of the world wherein we do exist? Wow! Don Quixote, I didn't know you were so smart. Correct. That is another evidence for the hypothesis that these are but scenarios.
So, even if we were to kill those worshippers, they're not actually dying, right?
Still carrying that soft heart, are you?
But it just doesn't seem right. Attacking someone who can speak just like we do without really getting to know what's going on seems, you know.
Sinclair, you live in this city. Where do you think we are? The intent behind your question is understood. Yes, you are correct. Homst. It's brown. Is this Malkuth or Hod? Might be Hod. Oh, I'm just coming into a radio. Well, what if I look here? Can I cheat? No, I cannot cheat. Dang it. I'm assuming it's Hod. I need a sip of tea to do Hod, please. Testing. Do you copy? An unfamiliar voice suddenly whispered into her ears. Oh yeah, that's odd. Who is this?
The heck? So when did we have these things in our ears?
That's when I realized that the sinners were all equipped with something resembling transmitters in their ears. Oh no, it's Stefan! Wait. Okay, so we're not playing the role of the librarians, we're playing the roles of the Full Stop office. Which makes sense for the IDs, I guess. Stefan was the boy that looks like Sinclair, right? I think so.
What the you guys? It's me, Stefan. Wake up! We gave you a subcontract because you were supposedly much better at blitzies like these. We even made quite a fuss when we were handing it over to you, remember? Come on, let's just do our jobs and go home, okay? Or is this another tantrum about how we're taking 60% of the reward?
I see. This appears to be our rules in this scenario.
We all know that the Church of Gears is one nutjob factory, but don't let ickiness get in the way of the mission. Got that? Got this straight from Director Eugene of the She Association Section 2.
Oh hey, I just mentioned them a little bit ago. Where's the she story from Abervuna WALPURGIS night?
Yeah, you have to capture their leader alive. If you screw this job up, we can all say goodbye to that payday we've all been looking forward to. So I'm leaving up to you, okay?
Hey, what does this leader look like?
Holy sh**. Are you insane? Didn't even read the documents we sent you before getting in there? Okay. I guess they did infiltrate the base without even reading the intel. Maybe they're veterans who really are just that good.
I won't deny the title of veteran.
Oh, well, you know, the moment you lay your eyes on the leader, veiled face, huge gears in the head, and all that. That appears to be an appropriate amount of intelligence to identify the target.
Great. Then let's do this. We have our mission. We have our target. Hunt them down. Wow.
교단 놈들이 곧 몰려들
Hello.
거야. 정신
You're here
머리
now.
똑바로 차리고 무기부터
Full stop
확인해.
on this. Stefan is talking as the announcer. I see the chair. Oh no, the chair. Guidance of the years. We never really saw the followers of the Church of Gears in Library of Luna, did we? We only saw the leader. Huh. Brain tube. Brain capsule. Weird, but sure. Guidance of the Gears. Gain smoke. Wait, what? You're not the smiling faces. What? Meet gear stop. Vapor. Evade order. Of course they evade. Of course they evade. Why would they not? Smoke max potency 10. Is this music too loud? I feel like it's a little bit too loud. Hold on. Oh, what's up? Yo, what's up? Hi. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to LIMBUS Company. I am Yuri. Currently, the Church of Gears is up. Let's count. 10 count, 10 potency, 5 count. A 9 plus potency, final power plus 1. Take plus 5% more damage for every potency. Lose 1 count on turn in. Seems simple enough. Well, except for the paralysis. That's not simple enough. I don't like that. Plus 5 plus 1 for every 3. Smoke on the target? Wait, you're inflicting. I thought you were gaining it. Are you gaining it or inflicting it? You're both. Okay, sure. Yeah, that makes sense. Has it looked been on the WALPURGIS night? Perfect. I have the perfect score of I got everything that I wanted, and I did not get anything that I did not want. In that I did not pull on it at all. It's not a focus encounter, so there's not a lot I can do. So I just use my weaker skills.
가족을 위해
I have just barely over enough lunacy for 200 pills to reach ideality. And then I have 1,300 yellow eco shard crates. So I very much do not have any reason to pull on the banner. If I want any IDs or EGLs, I can just extract them from the dispenser.
쏟아내라. 꿰뚫리고 쏟아내라.
Nice, then 3 10 pills and 2 of the 3 10 pills I got announcers.
피분수.
무기를 만드는
끝도
것만
없이 몰려드는
Like, how about all the
애가
announcers there are?
톱니바퀴나 받고
I mean, there's full stuff
총알
hours,
안
of
떨어지게
course.
잘 관리하라고.
I think I already have Hot and Malkuth. And I was saying Angela from the anniversary. There's not really any other WALPURGIS announcer that I want. Meat Gear Command. Gain and inflict a lot of smoke. Thought Gear Collect. Meat Gear Restrict. Deal more damage for smoke. Wait! Reuse this coin! Ah! Reuse coin for every 5 smoke on the target. Oh no. I see this going horribly wrong on the hard difficulty. Thought Gear Vapor. Oh, it's guarding, not evading. Gain a lot of smoke. A 10 smoke. Plus 2 coin boost and 3 protection next turn. Oh. Instead of taking more damage with its smoke until it inflicts more damage. Oh. Great. I'm getting smoke, gain 1 additional smoke. What? The first coin to connect in an encounter deals 10% more damage. On defensive skill, use defensive skill base spell +1. As soon as I have no enemies are generated at the turn end. What? What? Well, that's weird. Still not a focused encounter. So it's not like I can do much about it, but I assume a hard one will be focused. Nope.
그쪽도 죄인인가?
I got full step officer Heathcliff. But other than that, this email has been garbage. Yeah, last time I pulled on the gacha banner in Limbus Company was during, I'm pretty sure, Wild Hunt Heathcliff's banner. And I had the absolute worst luck. Horrible. It was the worst. I hated it. I pulled 200 times. All the way up to using ideality. And I did not get Heathcliff. And I only got 3 new 3-star IDs that I did not have already. Or was it 2 IDs on DGO? I only got 3 new things. I hate gacha. I hate pulling. I hate gambling. I got the cocktail DGO for Heathcliff. The tremor one? For Ulfi Heathcliff? I don't have that one either. I have Ulfi Heathcliff, but I never use him. I always use Earl King instead. Or Wild Hunt. I don't know why I still keep calling him Earl King Heathcliff. I love gambling! I hate gambling so much. I play a lot of gacha games like Limbus Company, Genshin Impact, Honkai Star Rail, Xenozone Zero, Wuthering Waves, and Blue Archive. But by far the worst parts about all those games is the gacha. Those games would all be substantially better, and I would like them significantly more if they just deleted the gacha from them. Just get good! True, you're right. Victory! Yay! Screenshot. Oh, the screenshot did not work because it went to a loading screen. Dang it. I love getting a E1 Firefly on Star Rail. I got regular Firefly during her first banner, but I can't get her light cone on her rerun right now because I'm saving up for the Herta and also Tribby. Because from what I've seen about keeping up with Star Rail, what are they called? The demos where they explain character kits for Trailblazer and the Herta. I really like the Herta's animations, and she works very well together with the new Remembrance Trailblazer. And also Huohuo. Huohuo is my #1 favorite character in Honkai Star Rail. So I really want to get the Herta, because she should be a good teammate for Huohuo and Trailblazer. Tribby, I'm not sure. I don't know about Tribby's kit. I don't think they've announced anything. Oh, hey, a story too.
Pretty unsettling, but it didn't give us too much trouble, huh?
Yeah, my weapon kept slipping out of my hand because I had to stop myself from throwing up.
But brains and all that blood and chunks of flesh whenever the gears turn and crush the... It is ill-advised to mouth what imparts you nothing but displeasure, Sinclair.
Past the sinners, who all appeared rather exhausted from certain non-fatigue-related issues, I saw a shuddering figure. That one must be the leader of this church. Remember, this is a capture mission. Of course, Executive Manager. I think they messed up the timing of that for a second. Like, the text went super fast for this one, and then slowed down for capture mission. I'm guessing they tried making it go normal speed, and then slow down on capture, and then speed up again on mission. But it didn't quite work. Still need E2 Gallagher, but I know over 100 I only got the dupe. I have Gallagher, but I'm pretty sure he's E0, and I've not built him at all. I build my characters based on how cute they are. I don't build my characters based on how useful they are. Like here, This is a little bit outdated, but you get the idea. You can see Hook Bailu, and Clara. All on the top tier. Those are my favorite characters because they're cute, not because they're strong or useful. I also have Yunli. Yunlin? I forgot her name. I always forget her name. The Clara replacement. This physical destruction character that does counter parries. She's way stronger than Clara, but I still like Clara more because she's cuter. And also Herta, regular puppet Herta, is one of my favorite characters, which is another reason why I want the Herta. Ideally, my team for Amphorius until Tribi releases is going to be the Herta with puppet Herta, because I think the Herta also wants to be with one other erudition character. Remembrance Trailblazer and Huohuo. That'll probably be a good team, I'm pretty sure. I think, I hope. And the only limited 5-star character in Honkai Star Rail who I have any Eidolons or the signature light cone for is Huohuo. I have Huohuo Eidolon 1 and her signature light cone. Anybody else? The other 5 stars who I have Eidolons for are just standard ones. Like I have Bronya at Eidolon 2 or 3, unfortunately. And I have Jeopard's signature light cone, even though I've never used him before. I don't have a Ventry. I don't have any preservation characters that I use. I use none of them. Because I have Huohuo and Bailu. Oh no, wait, I do have Fu Xuan. I occasionally use Fu Xuan if I need a mono quantum team. I have BS. You have bullshit? And your light code? Oh, Black Swan. I'm really bad at acronyms. I'm sorry. I'm trying, I swear. Yeah. I kind of liked Black Swan. You know, like you can see, she's at the far right of design. I like her design because I like purple and light purple and frills and flowy fabric clothing. I like her design visually, but I like the Herta a lot more. The Herta is so similar to Black Swan, but she's also a magical girl and has a whole bunch of little puppets and dolls and wind-up toys, and they're all adorable. So I like the Herta more than Black Swan. I don't really like Dommy mommy type characters like Black Swan or Kafka. I heard people are angry about naming the Herta. Yeah, I've heard a couple people upset about it as well. Most people who don't like it call her Madam Herta instead, which is fine. But I personally find the funny. I think it's funny. It's hilarious. So I like calling her the Herta with a little bit of emphasis. Just like how Herta always adds in a little bit of emphasis whenever she refers to Aeons as them. They're capitalized in the subtitles, and her voice actor just adds a little bit of extra them to the them. So I did the same for the Herta. This tier list is pretty outdated though. Yunli is not on here, is she? I think this was added at around the time when Boot Hill was added. Maybe? I think Boot Hill is the newest character on this list. Imaginary Hunt March is not here. I'm also gonna need to find a tier list that has Tribi on it. Tribi immediately goes right at the top, right in between Huohuo and Hook. Tribi immediately goes right up there. I don't know if you've seen the YouTube Shorts teaser for Tribi, but she's so adorable. She's so cute. She's so happy. She's got cartoony space rocket ships, and they explode in a bunch of colors. Gets the point across that she is the Herta instead of another doll, so the name fits perfectly in my opinion. Yeah, but it's also funny. I feel like it would have made more sense if the original Herta's name was just Herta, and then the 4-star puppet Herta was named Puppet Herta. And that's what I usually do. I usually call the Herta, and I usually call the 4-star Herta Puppet Herta. Just to differentiate between the two. Because if I just say Herta, you won't know which one I'm talking about. But I also really loved her animated trailer, where she's got so many other puppet Hertas and little wind-up toy Hertas, and also one chibi Herta that's like the same size as the chibi characters. Imagine if that becomes... Imagine if the chibi Herta and the wind-up Hertas become playable characters in the future. We could have a full team of 4 Hertas. That would be awesome. I feel like they could have also made the Herta a remembrance character and have her summon her little wind-up toys. That would have been cute. But I'm kind of sad she doesn't do that. And that's also what I was hoping Tribby would have done before she was announced to be Quantum Harmony. I was really hoping that Tribby's mechanic would be, since there's 3 of her, either she starts with 3 of her on the field, and when you summon her, she splits herself into one person who's 2 of her, and another person who's 1 of her. And then you can summon again, so there's 3 separate Tribbies acting on separate actions. Something like that. Or just have 1 Tribby on the field at first, and then when she summons, there's 2 Tribbies. Then summon again, there's 3 Tribbies. And then once she's at her full power, with all 3 Tribbies in position, she can use her ultimate, and they all gang up on the enemy. That's what I was hoping Tribby would have done. That would have been awesome. I'm kind of sad she's a Harmony character. Herta's just goaded, yeah. That's the Fungi Star Rail. I also have some other tier lists around here. Like Wuthering Waves, Zenless Zone Zero, Genkin. I think this is the most outdated one. Oh boy. Blue Archive. There's a lot of characters in Blue Archive. And also Pokemon. There's a couple more characters in Pokemon. Another Harmony character? Yeah. Yeah. I mean, technically, Remembrance Trailblazer is a Remembrance character. Sure, she gives buffs, like a Harmony character, but she's Remembrance. And also, I use Huohuo to give things like attack buffs and energy generation, and speed buffs. But technically, she's an Abundance character, not a heart. There are so many characters in Honkai Star Rail that just give buffs to teammates. They really need to fix Nihility and damage over time, don't they? They need more character archetypes, not just more buffs and more damage. I want variety, I don't want bigger numbers. Tremia is also another Quantum character. She's Quantum Harmony. So, if you look at a list of all of the Quantum characters in Honkai Star Rail, they are exclusively female. There's not a single male Quantum character in the entire game. And most of them are also the short females, not the tall females. Like Fushuan, Solar Wolf, and Lynx, and Sparkle. And then, it was a similar, like the opposite with Imaginary Element before Imaginary Trailblazer, which also has female version, and Rappa released. And then Imaginary Hunt March as well. So, Imaginary is not exclusively male anymore, but it used to be. Still waiting for the day they had a single male Quantum character. One day. My 2 main teams are Break Effect and Dot. I assume your Break Effect team is Super Break with Imaginary Trailblazer, Firefly, and Gallagher? I don't know who else. My main team is not built around... Bro. Yeah? My main team is not built around any sort of meta or mechanic. It's just my favorite characters. I have Huohuo, Hook, Bailu, and Puppet Herta. That's the team I usually have if I'm playing through the story. But if I'm doing combat and I need to win, then I'll usually bring out Firefly and Imaginary Trailblazer with Sparkle. And then the other team would probably be a follow-up team with Herta and Yumi. Something like that. Also, that main team when I played this story, having two abundance characters, Bailu and Ho-Ho, was very problematic for the adventuring boss fight in Pinakani. I was trapped in that boss for so long. Never again. Never again. Anywho, Otis, hello, hi. Dante's been spacing out thinking about Honkai Star Rail. Adventuring fight was nonsense. I had physical Trailblazer and Puppet Herta, so they were able to hit 2 die, but Ho-Ho and Milo were basically constantly stunned. They couldn't get out. And I don't think Adventuring was weak against either physical or ice, so those two weren't doing much either. Of course, Executive Manager. I know an exceptional technique by which I can 100% ensure the survival of the subject. Possible defense wounds notwithstanding. The Church of Gears leader? Oh hey, I know her. I mean, I don't know her name, but I know her. Please, leave us alone. Stay away. Just as Otis had begun approaching their leader, her face contorted into a terrifying expression. Who's speaking now? There's no way Targalia. Their name is Brown, so they must be part of Full Stop, right? I don't know who's talking. Dang it. Fine, let's assume it's, Argalia, because why not?
Oh wow, 13 of you, hmm? Why, those friends must have spent quite a fortune hiring you all.
Oh my gosh, it is. Even though his name was Brown. I'm surprised he's not blue. I guess the developers didn't want you to confuse him for one of the blue teams in LIMBUS Company, the main antagonist teams that is not the Reverberation Ensemble. This is so confusing. There was a flash of light, and in the blink of an eye, someone had kicked Otis to the side and embraced the leader in arms. Could you be the person my father always talked about?
I guess.
Fee! I cannot well see whom this figure is, yet such power has to be.
Sorry, friends. I do appreciate your welcome, but I'm going to have to leave with this friend over here instead. Make your way for us, will you?
Absolutely not. Otis aggressively strides toward the shadowy intruder. The details are fuzzy and shadowed, but I was pretty sure that this figure was holding a massive scythe.
What a grand welcome. Wow, I'm about to shed a tear. Well then.
The intruder begins to raise his scythe, his voice untainted by even a tinge of battle anxiety. Did we die? Does that mean we die, or does that mean we fulfilled the requirement? No, wait, I didn't mean that. Oh, I did. And we find ourselves back at the corridors. It seems that this is where this scenario ends.
Damn it. What indignity.
Nay, young Otis, 'tis not to be humiliated of. While I am not entirely confident of the speculation, for I was availed of naught else save for the silhouette, that strength, that composure, forsooth, the silhouette of this foe. I had borne witness to this magnificence in the past of the magazines. Color! Don Quixote, calm down, please. Thou hast almost engaged in a duel with a color fixer! Don Quixote is hyperventilating. Somebody knock her out. Recovering your memories clearly hasn't diminished your level fixers one bit, huh? Silence! 'Tis irrelevant. Anyhow, young Faust, thou hast said as such in the past that a repeated visit would be to our benefit, as long as this night is in effect. Forsooth! Forsooth! She really wants to go fight the colored fixer. Indeed. Well, shall I be granted the chance to behold the countenance on this figure? It should be of no trouble for I to determine which of the illustrious color fixers this one is with greater certainty. May I, perchance, be granted the opportunity to approach this figure and young Otis instead? There is no reason to deny that request. Though I am of the belief that the identity of this individual will not be revealed regardless of the choices we make in this scenario. Don Quixote's just as passionate as ever, huh? And we love her for it. But Faust's expression maintains its stony coldness, highlighting the contrast. It seems like she was deep in contemplation. So I sought to ask, is something on your mind, Faust? If the scenario hypothesis is correct, perhaps the conclusion we have just seen may be a hint of sorts. A hint? Perhaps the That's a word. Contrivance? Perhaps the overt contrivance of this conclusion implies a tacit threat or a warning posed against us that the tale may be forced to continue regardless of our own actions. There may be an incident in the future in which Alcimi's journey comes to an untimely halt due to our failure to find the conclusion in Walpurgis night event. It appears the access to that information is still locked. I'm having some trouble following your train of thought. It is alright. When the time comes, Dante, it may be the case that your intuition will bring proof to these hypotheses. As it has today. Yeah. However, it seems that verifying Don Quixote's hypothesis takes precedence for the moment. Manager Esquire, prithee, move with haste now. Haste, I say!
Can we have a second before,
Watching Don Quixote's enthusiasm, I decided to table the more complicated thoughts for later, like I always do. Faust is right. It might do as well for me to have some more faith in my own intuition for now.
오랜 목마름도
Ta-da! Wow. Manager Don Quixote is just that much more powerful, is she? Even though I put the princess in the first slot. Oof. Unquestionably, 21 out of 30. Oof. This is what I get for not gambling on guns. This is my reward. Still here. Missions! Bonk. Defeat a gear worship encounter. Defeat a gear worship encounter. Defeat more gear worship encounter. Defeat an aggressive gear fanatic. 2 times. Complete encounter without any ally deaths. Complete encounter with any of the allies SP dropping to corrosion. Defeat the gear worshipper with an ally with the ready to fire effect in an encounter. What? I guess that's related to the person in the first slot? Meeting encounter with an ally with the ready to fire effect, surviving and taking less than 5 hits from the enemy's attacks. Defeats 4+ gear worshippers with a single attack skill. Oh boy, EGO. Defeat an aggressive gear fanatic with 80+ HP with a single attack skill. Oh no. I don't know how I'm gonna do these. I don't know, but I managed to get to 6 out of 8. And then I gotta do hard. What do you mean I gotta do hard? Princess is in first slot. It doesn't tell me what the first slot does. Nope. Nothing. Oi!
오늘도 부디 정신을 유지할 수 있기를.
Given we have a limited number of turns to defeat as many enemies as possible, I would probably need to do first turn fluid sack
머리 똑바로 차리고 무기부터 확인해.
in order to do that.
대가리 딱 떼도
Look at all those tails.
먹기 좋게 차려졌지 않나.
영원히 잠들어.
Hello. Wait.
가족을 위해. 꿰뚫려라. 슛! 쏟아내.
They're already dead. Using a full stop download to get the most out of the full stop pieces. I have neither of them, so I'm getting
좋게 차려졌지.
nothing out of either.
내가 알아서
네
처리.
피분수?
너희의
There's no way I'm going to complete every single mission in this event.
승리로 이끌겠다.
Not happening. Oh, look at that resident. Oh, ah, oh. Do we do this? Does this work? What are you weak against? Pierce. What the Pierce? Pierce is good. I like Pierce. First one, targeting the big guy. Maybe I should replace the first one. Ta-da! Go!
대가리 딱 떼도
Last residence. Pierce damage. AoE. Massive damage.
모든 피를 먹은 그래 그렇게 황홀히 피어나고 피어나고 피어나라.
Okay, well, I was hoping for a little bit more damage, but okay. I tried.
너희의
Hello. Wave
혈투를
2.
승리로 이끌겠다.
There's 10 turns.
떨거지는 잘라낸다. 산초류 경혈 온 라샹
Chunk. Chunk. Chunk.
쏟아내라.
Lots of chunk. So many skill 3 lost skills. They just keep going. They just keep going. They're already dead.
이 또한 용서할 테니 영원히 잠들어.
Oh, okay, that works. Good job.
너희의 목을
또 없이
We go again?
승리로
I think we go again.
바퀴나 받고 총알
What's
안
that targeting?
떨어지게 잘 관리하라고.
Bop. We go again. Ah, this'll do.
대가리 딱 떼도 그저 하염없이 모든 피를 먹은
Big
황홀히
damage.
피어나고 피어나고 피어나라.
Oh yeah, now we're talking. That's what I was looking for. Now we're talking. 548 damage.
쏟아내라.
이 또한 용서할 테니
기원을
영원히
갖춘
잠들어.
그대로 무너져라. 너희의
Oh, there's more.
이 혈투를 승리로 이끌겠다.
There are so many waves. We just keep on spamming your name, Merkala. Is that the plan now?
그쪽도 죄인인가?
으타! 먹기 좋게 차려졌지 않나. 거대.
피날레를 시작하자.
Oh! Yeah, that works.
네 피분수?
AoE attacks are good.
꿰뚫리고 쏟아내라.
Wow.
피날레를 시작하자.
Wow, 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 wow. Nice. Princess of Manchalan is the best idea in the entire game. Nobody can tell me otherwise.
이
We
혈투를
go
승리로
again! Wait. We go again.
떨거지는 잘라낸다.
I'll be feeling damage like that until I stop soaking and it won't be doing much. We're just saying while I'm stuck in the second non-big fight. You're still pretty early in the game.
그저 하염없이 모든 피를 먹고. 그래, 그렇게 황홀히 피어나고 피어나라.
Oh no, the first one was tails. It could have been even higher if the first one was heads. Darn. Big damage numbers like this basically come from using specific EGO. If you just unlock the season EGO, you're basically all set. Just buy the season pass. You get the big EGO at the end of the season pass. You do big damage numbers. It's not much to do with skill. Although the ID levels also play a part in it. All my IDs are currently level 50 and uptime level 4. And this EGO's uptime or thread spin 4. Big damage. Managed to get close to starting phase 2 but just got destroyed. You wouldn't happen to have Sunshower Yuseng, would you? I assume not, because that was the Season 2 EGO from the Battle Pass, but you can extract it from the dispenser for 400 using Ego Shards. That thing completely demolishes Dongbake. Oh wait, is Dongbake? Or is it mean Dongrang? Hold on. I was confused the two of them. Dongbake. I know it's Dongbake. Never mind. Maybe not Spice Bush. I forgot how I beat her. I could check my VODs, maybe find it somewhere. Although I had a pretty scuffed team. Like I had Yuri Faust, a 2-star ID. Not exactly an ideal team. It was kind of weird. I don't remember how I beat her. I can use Makara again. But I have less sanity. I don't know if that's worth it. Maybe I do your Makara after this attack? They're evading a lot. Let's do this. Boom. Bang.
그쪽도 죄인인가?
지금이다. 해골 바가지 거미 대가리. 차!
Just keep on doing the big EGO and we win. I hope.
찾아졌지 않나.
No! First one is tails.
하염없이 모든 피를 먹고.
So sad.
그렇게 황홀히 피어나고 피어나라.
Oh hey, they all died.
이쁘네, 네 피분수.
Dodge.
이쁘네, 네 피분수.
Hello.
이 혈투를 승리로 이끌.
We go again? We go again? Hold on, I wanna do a class first to get her SP a little bit higher. Do that. I hope that'll go first. Then we get Lost Resins as well. Not sure what else I could do. I assume there's one more turn after this? We're on turn 9 out of 10. I also have this just in case, but I should probably save that for later. I have to put together a better team. Well,
가족을 위해. 지원을 갖춘 다류 산초 경혈 칼시 그대로 무너져라. 칼춤이 쏟아내.
Tabooey! 30 SP.
그저 그저 하염없이 모든 피를 먹은
Oh yeah. Well, they died before she could use the other 2 coins of her skill. Okay, that works.
그대로 무너져라.
She is too strong. There's still 1 more turn, and I don't have enough resources now. Should I just go ahead and use ability to use it 1 more time? I guess I might as well. I'm here. And the daily reset happens in what, 2 hours? Might as well. Let her do 1 attack first to build up SP. Then do the EGL second. Does somebody else want to EGL? Somebody who's not doing Pierce? I don't know if that's worth it. You're doing Slash, you could do daily Lions. I guess that'll work. See how it goes.
가족을 위해.
No! You're kidding me! Oh, you're kidding me! Well, sanity did not go up. 14 SP.
그저 하염없이 모든 피를 먹은 그래 그렇게 황홀히 피어나고
Monk!
피어나고
Tails, 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 it's all tails! She has no SP! Oh, they're still alive.
시작하자.
But then Princess Rhoda comes in to clean up with 283 damage. Let's go! Princess is cleaning up.
기원을 갖지는 그대로 무너져.
피를
Nice. Oh, you win? Oh, you win. I don't think that was all of them, but that was most of them.
오랜 목마름
Yup.
어버이를 향한
Gee, I wonder who did the most damage. I have no idea. Who kept spamming your name Makala? I have no idea. Oh, I missed 1 enemy. I got 76 out of 77. No! So close yet so far. Missions. Hard. Bonk. We need to defeat 53 of them. No! My 500 lunacy! I was 1 away! It's right there! Ah! So close, it's so far. My disappointment is immeasurable and my day is ruined. Being aggressive gear fanatic 8 times. An encounter without any nets. Encounter without any of the allies SP dropping to corrosion. I'm surprised Don Quixote did not do that. Without any allies reaching 10 smoke. What? Surprising. Defeating a worshipper with an ally with the ready to fire effect 15 times. I don't know where that's coming from, but I got it 15 times. I don't know how I'm gonna do that 30 times. Waiting hunter with an ally with the ready to fire effect surviving and taking less than 3 hits. Beat 7 both key worshippers with a single attack skill. Oh yeah, your name Rakala. An aggressive gear fanatic with 80 plus HP with a single attack skill. Your name Rakala. Deal 300 plus crit damage with a single attack skill. Crit damage! Oh yeah, full stop does gain pulleys, don't they? A lot of IDs that use guns or ammo tend to like pulleys for some reason. They are very pulleys. Ow, 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 ow. Did you play stream? I did it. Thanks, Sunblast. Okay, good. Complete all missions. Oh. I don't know if I've ever completed any of these on any Walpurgis night. I don't know if I've ever completed every single mission. They're so hard. Can I go here? Tears of Cake Corp. Rainy Day. Long Bake. Let me see. Perfection Relay line 2, not line 1. Shipping Container. Mrs. Storm. Backward Town. The first Christmas event, not the rerun. Anniversary. Wuthering Heights. Subterranean Laboratory. Was that also part of Wuthering Heights? Yes. Oh, it says where it's from. Season 4 Limbus Pass. Bird on the Warp Express. And then current season. Yep. I don't have a single banner from any Walpurgis night. I've never completed every single objective before. That's how hard it is. Oh. Sad. The 2 3-star Heathcliff still couldn't use ammo? All of them? Oh no. Which ones? R-Corp? R-Corp used to be one of the best ideas in the entire game. And he's still pretty good. It's not... as good as something like Wild Hunt Heathcliff. Doesn't use ammo. Rabbit and Full Stop. Oh yeah, Full Stop, duh. Is R-Corp getting pulleys? No, no pulleys. Charge. Charge is similar to pulleys, right? Close enough. Let's see. Honglu gains pulleys, spend ammo. Crit. Enhanced skills. Like to bind an attack power down. Unbreakable. That's a lot of coins. 7 plus 4, oh my god. Wait, even when it's out of combat, the attack does not get cancelled. However, the 50 coins on it. I do not have... Oh, that's weird. What? I'm guessing this is why he has 3 enhanced skills. I don't feel like reading all this. I'm not gonna pull for him or play as him anyways. I just want to know their general ideas. Basically, poison ammo. Heathcliff does the multi-coins and... Or no, Honglu does the multi-coins. Heathcliff does single coins. He's got the sniper rifle. And I don't know how bad single coins usually are, given Season 1 IDs. Kidnap Blade Lineage Kurokumo and Chi Association. I'm gonna tell your logic. Special ammo. As if ammo isn't weird enough or annoying to use enough. Here, have some special ammo. Why not? Melee support. Unit A applies this to Unit B. Unit B follows. It's similar to Captain Ishmael? It's not a big movie. Yeah, but basically the same as Captain Ishmael. Well, skill 2? I think? Yeah, assist attack. Unit A applies 17 unit B follows up an attack with skill 1 against the same enemy. Unit A attacked with this skill activates a Unit A's attack end. Skill used as an assist attack does not affect enemies. Yeah, exactly the same. Just different icon and name, I guess. Neat. I think that's everything. I've not done my dailies. How long until reset? 2 hours. Oh. I still haven't read the update stories. We could do that now. since I finished the Walpurgis night stuff. And I'm not going to complete all the objectives, they're impossible. I did not pull for the overpowered IDs. The guns. I did not gamble for guns. Therefore I lose. Theater. Attending the archive. And do priest going in first and then non-guilty? Well, here. I already read Princess and Barber on stream in the previous LIMBUS Comedy stream. But I haven't read these two since I obtained them afterwards. Or they released afterwards. Barber, Otis!
Resorting to whipping yourself again? You certainly are impatient.
Haven't I asked you to knock first?
Have you given a thought about the
I also recall asking you to not bring up that subject before me again.
Still unwilling to participate in the plan?
I refuse to consult you on your plan.
Isn't it clear that to you that father no longer cares about us?
Your plan, it's filial piety. You mustn't.
The child's eyes begin to tremble uncontrollably from the instinctive revulsion and fear at the thought of it. The unbreakable bond formed from the blood. Most blood fiends cannot defy, let alone break that bond. But within the child's heart was an even more severe desire growing. And upon noticing it, the child with the scissors did not waste a moment to capitalize on it.
No. We must. How many more years do you think our family has? 5 years? 10? Even less. Another year like this and we'll all go insane. You know this better than anyone. Day after day you sit here and listen to their desperation.
We can come up with ideas for better rides, attractions, something to draw more people in here, something to get them willing to pay more blood packs for.
That is irrelevant.
She raised her voice, frustrated at the child's obstinacy. Big words. She slammed her scissors on the marble floor, and the confessional echoed with the discomforting noise of metal.
Has the Munchland ever been short of guests? It's always teeming with guests, paying hundreds upon hundreds of blood packs. But it's not enough. It's just not enough for everyone in the family. The stagnant, unmoving blood will never be enough to sate us all. Never. No matter how much we drink.
But it was you who helped Father create hemobars, wasn't it? To address that exact problem? Hemobars created by combining and compressing the blood of animals with that of humans.
A necessary evil. That's all it was. To have enough to feed our family. Hemobars were our only option.
Yeah, it was flavorless. But unlike blood packs that quickly lost their freshness, hemobars were a great invention that could feed the whole family.
Sure, it alleviated the hunger and the thirst. For a moment. But did any of us feel even a glimpse of happiness during the entire time we filled ourselves with it? This is nothing more than a slow death. I believe we have only months before the family loses control over the craving for the blood of our guests anyway.
If I could give them my blood instead, I would have...
A meaningless ideation.
The scissors-wielding child stared uninterestedly at the stream of blood pouring from the child's back. So they're vampires? Yeah! They're all blood fiends, or vampires. That's basically what the story of Don Quixote's story, or chapter 7 revolves around. There are lots and lots of vampires. She would not have been able to hold herself back had it been human blood, but...
The blood of our kindred is lesser than the blood of animals. It's just meaningless, diseased blood that does nothing to fill our desires. Come to your senses, priest. It was always an impossible dream.
She said it! She said the thing! She said impossible dream!
The only way for us blood fiends to be happy is to drink the blood directly from human flesh.
The father of these children is aware of that truth. But the father, who sought the dream of coexistence, could not permit them to directly covet human blood. There was one incontestable reason he forbade the family their happiness. anyone who's had their blood drained directly by a blood fiend is bound to eventually turn into a blood bag, no matter how long it takes. And that would mean the end of coexistence. And that's why this became an unforgivable sin in the eyes of the Father.
Are you not afraid of Father's fury, Otis?
I am. Deathly so. Which is why we're coming up with this strategy. Besides, it's not like we seek his death. Just until our father comes to his senses.
How'll you even get him to don this helm?
Perhaps her words, clarifying that they weren't seeking the Father's death, came to this child as an exoneration. More big words. And for the first time, the child's interest was piqued. So who's the Father? The Father is... I'm trying to say this without saying too many big spoilers for this story. The Father is the leader of all of the vampires, the first vampire who turned these two and also one other person into vampires. They're like, his all right-hand people, vampires. But, their father, the leader vampire, is trying to find a way to make vampires coexist together with normal people, with humans, instead of needing to drink their blood. Which was working for some time, but it's also slowly making all of the vampires go insane. Because they need to drink human blood directly from humans in order to not go insane. Drinking blood indirectly is slowly not working for them. So, it looks like the barber here, and the priest, and also the princess, who is not in this scene, are plotting to turn against the Father, to make him realize how the Father's plan is not working. That's the most I can say without spoiling the story of Chapter 7.
Now, are we ready to have a conversation? Do you recall how our father created Rocinante prior to his departure?
I do.
He used up a significant amount of his own blood to create Rocinante. After such a long time on the road, he must still be deeply fatigued, and that will be our opening to place the helm over his head. As for the second step of our plan, I'll let you in on it as soon as you agree to be part of it.
Even after the gaudily dressed child left, this child cannot help but shudder from the crushing guilt. He continued to whip himself again and again.
For the family. No. For our father in blood.
But this profane thought refused to leave his mind. No matter how much he whipped himself, every strike of the whip, every scar that formed on his skin only reminded him of the possibilities that this thought granted. The child put down the whip and utters an unthinkable sentence.
Even if he would smite us down with his great vengeance, if this'll get him to see this suffering.
The child's heart, which had slowly begun to sway after countless consultations with the family, crumbled completely in the face of the justification that this was, after all, for the Father. Based on the name and the identities, would it be the manager of the Matchaland? Yes. In terms of IDs, the princess of the Matchaland is Rhodia, the priest of the Matchaland is Gregor, the barber of the Matchaland is Otis, and since it's Don Quixote's chapter, much like how Yuseng got Spicebush Yuseng, Heathcliff got a Wild Hunt Heathcliff, and Sinclair got N-Corp Sinclair, the main character of the chapter, Don Quixote, got the ID for the main antagonist, the father, manager of the Montland. The day of rebellion was here. The child is now a part of this plan. Father was to return home after the long days of the adventure. Countless hunters surrounded the now blood-soaked child. He had been in this situation countless times in the past, but after years spent in Lamantaland, all of this felt so new to him. Maybe they really could have coexisted, even with the hunters, if a day like today did not come to pass.
You did not pay Lamantaland a visit once. Ever since the Blood Fiend War was over, I see that you managed to suppress your hatred of our kind. Why was that, I wonder? Were you merely curious? Or was there something else? I guess the answer doesn't matter anymore.
Blood Fiend Hunter. I assume this is Hong Lu's ID? Hong Lu got a Blood Fiend Hunter ID.
There was a doubt in my heart, even as we ran toward the stench of blood, this screaming. I wondered if La Mancha Land had become under siege by a different family that were envious of your success. A foolish thought. A thought that father would have been overjoyed to hear. I admit, we were foolish to hope. The ranks of Bloodfiend hunters will only grow like wild grass on the fields, and when this day becomes history, they'll all learn a lesson from our folly. That you Bloodfiends are evil by nature, and you can never change what you are.
With that, neither the child nor the hunters said a word. They both knew that further communication was meaningless. There's only a singular thought in the child's head as he watches the hunters expire. It's not about his sin. It's not about the upcoming punishment. It's joy. It was the child's only thought. His only emotion as he took the hunter's blood drenching his body. The impossible dream. Hooray! And now for the other one. The last ID for La Mancha Land that I've not read yet. I'm pretty sure I also read Hunter Hong Lu. Did I read? Yes, I read Zawadi Ishmael. Although I've not pulled for Dave at Sinclair, so I can't read his. Oh, what about Sinkum Result? I don't remember if I read Sinkum Result or not.
Sancho, I have conceived an idea most ingenious.
I got that phrase stuck in my head. It keeps coming back to me. The manager of La Mancha Land. What are you thinking, father? The barber went on Otis.
What are you doing? Stab him!
What are you thinking now? At this precise moment? As the family who once loved you so much impales you, who once loved us in return with these brutal stakes.
Stab him now!
Oh hey, the princess here.
Know that you were the one who wronged us. You abandoned all of us. You abandoned the whole family.
What are you thinking, father? What are the thoughts swirling in your mind as the outpouring of curses and condemnations stained by both wrath and hatred strike your ears?
Rouse yourself from the dream, oh father.
The reply you gave me was silence. Wait, this is her talking.
Was it your fury against us that had sealed your lips?
No, it was not.
For you merely cast down your gaze as a staked sinner does out of guilt. Like a felon who has no words left to say in their defense. What happened to us? Where did all of this begin? Both are questions with answers in plain sight. The day when a stranger knocked forcefully upon our gates. The day when father's eyes began to twinkle with interest. The day when, during one family gathering, we collectively agreed that we would help our beloved father achieve his dream as the night's tales of adventures began to pull him in. Every little change brought on each new day has shaped and molded the bed of this penultimate moment.
I can read.
You built this insurmountable wall of disconnect between yourself and the rest of us. The responsibility is yours, and yours alone. You abandoned us. I can hear the echoes of father's jovial laughter all the way from here, at the end of this hallway.
Flashback! Meanwhile, in the past...
Next to the father stood the Knight of the White Moon, having taken my place. I hide behind a pillar, peering at the pair. I recall the words of my father. I recall the words he used to impair my heart like a stake. I'm no longer in need of your company. Please divert your care to La Mancha Land and the rest of the family. Look after them. Your language was pain. Not a singular pretense, deception, or intentional embellishments veiled those words. Your words, shared casually over the breakfast table one morning, were as gentle and affectionate as your every other word. So I wish to have faith that Father sent me away because he cared for me. A tale in which blood fiends are no longer bound by their yearning for blood. A tale in which a clement, selfless hero protects all.
So Sancho isn't the father?
I think this is where the ID update story becomes a little different from the main story. Cause I don't think in the main story the father gave managerial responsibility to Sancho. So like the ID manager of Omacha Land, the reason why it's not called like Sancho or Father or Father Bloodfiend, anything like that, is called Manager of Omacha Land, is because it's like a combination of both Sancho and Father. So the ID story is a little bit different from the main story chapter, since it is a mirror world, an alternate world, alternate timeline. A tale in which a clement, selfless hero protects all. A tale in which humans and blood fiends coexist, smiles abound in paradise. A tale in which we must embrace the dream to seek and reclaim our lost tomorrows. He must have sent me away because I clearly did not show an iota of interest in these laughably absurd tales, because he valued my time. Yes, it had to be a decision he made in the love for the family, despite the knight's silver tongue infecting his mind. That was the faith I hoped to instill within myself. Yet, as I peered from behind the pillar, as they bantered, cannot perish the thought that I was simply making excuses for him. Little chuckles peppered in between light-hearted chatter, both of them swirling happily inside a little world of their own. Do you truly find the tales regaled by the human that riveting? Hunter was dreaming a new dream, having discarded that old dream that he had imbued in us as he saved us from the gutters. I cannot imagine the euphoria brought upon by your newfound dream, Father. But for me, no, for us, our family, it was nothing more than a culmination of our worst nightmares. How much longer can our sanity endure this exitless nightmare? I see it still, past the darkness of my eyelids. A vision of a past I lived not so long ago. Memories of our own family members who had gone mad from long-suppressed instincts. I remember the day when Father deemed their sin unforgivable. Their sin of seeking happiness as bloodfiends should, by bringing harm to humans. In my hand that wielded the lance, which was commanded in the air by Father's orders, lingered a foreign and unfamiliar sensation. My very own thoughts then were alien to me. How did I feel as I buried their still living bodies into the earth? How did I feel as I so mercilessly tore through their skulls? I opened my eyes and looked at my hands, sodden with sweat. I wiped them dry. Then my gaze focuses on the priest's area, still lit so bright at such a late hour. Our father's dream isn't what sustains our family now. It's the priest's desperate words of consolation in the face of endless pain. The howls still echo with Father in the night's laughter. Now, more than ever, I feel an intense hatred for that noise. I felt my own feet moving on their own, toward the confessional, as though they were possessed.
Hello again.
How'd the consultations go?
Well, it's no different from the usual. All are at peace, tranquil, as they always are, and all that.
You lie. Do you take me for such a fool that I would fail to pick up on what's really happening?
Splatters of blood marred his room. His back was rough and torn with fresh wounds. There was a whip on the desk, surrounded by dozens of uneaten hemo bars.
I knew that something was starting to fester within all of us, but it affected the priest most severely. For he stood alone before the flood, taking the outpouring pain, suffering, and hatred of the family in our father's stead, rotting inside more than anyone else. Cancel some of your consultation appointments.
But...
Send them to me instead. I'll lend my ear to their troubles.
You will?
At this rate, taking on this responsibility alone will break you before long. Before anyone else. His eyes wavered on me with a look of unmistakable distrust.
Please do not hesitate to ask me for assistance, should any questions or difficulties arise.
But he did not refuse my help. What words must be said to alleviate one such absence of exchange? I stood there for what felt like an eternity, trying to come up with something to talk about, but there was nothing. When I turned to leave, Gregor called to me in a peculiar tone.
That reminds me. I heard through the grapevine that father was preparing to leave on an adventure.
Yes, all on his own too. Once again, it seems that the human is responsible for this.
I hear that this adventure will be a quest for a legendary helm. The sheer idea of it, I can hardly wait.
What do you know about that adventure? The priest is acting overtly secretive. I looked straight into his nervously wandering eyes and asked in an interrogative tone. We weren't that close, but I knew him well enough to ask him what he really meant there. A plan, you say?
I don't know if it was wise of me to share such a thing with you, but yes, Lady Rolondion is the one masterminding the plan. Well, I suppose there's no harm in sharing this with you now.
How could I have ever imagined that this despicable plot of filial impiety, so horrible that anyone hearing it would have intensely hated the idea,
It's all for the happiness of the family.
was shared to me by none other than the priest? My instincts are screaming at me to immediately take this matter to father. A confessional, it alone, a sight of madness manifest cuts through my heart. When the priest succumbs to madness, which is only a matter of time, another blood fiend will have to sit in that small room all alone to shoulder the burden of anxiety from the entire family. It need not be said that the same fate awaits all who shall take his place. And when, one by one, more and more of the family loses their grip on their sanity, should I again be made to bury my own family, my own blood? Will my hands once again be forced to crush their skulls? Is this the horrid future our father dreamed of? No, it cannot be. Father was changed and twisted by the silver-tongued wiles of the night. Even as the family that had promised to withstand the thirst, that had promised to dream together, crumbles. Our irresponsible father still seeks to go on an adventure in such a blithe display of naivety. This alone is proof enough. She conspires the sin of filial impiety, an unthinkable transgression. So basically, the father ditched the family because of the human knight? Yeah, basically. Sounds about right. Again, I'm not sure how to explain this without just spoiling the entire plot of Chapter 7. Because it is all very similar. This is an alternate timeline of the Chapter 7 plot. And also alternate perspective. We're seeing the vampire's perspective instead of the sinner's perspective. But I must hear her out first.
Lady Rodin is currently in the process of wrapping up the last parade of the day.
I knew where to go to put an end to this chaos. To the parade area, where my only sister resides. Hey, Purple! Yay! Best character design in the entire game. Best ID. Ah, your eyes. You already know everything, don't you? Was it the priest who let you in on this? An elaborate parade. Surrounding the procession's path are humans, laughing and clapping delightedly at the parade. Their eyes hold no trace of the fear that was once instilled in them. I only saw polite and innocent affability at worst. Even the hunters, who once hated us enough to the point where they would willingly throw their own lives away just to kill a single one of us, now make an exception for us. Our sacrifice was all it took to perpetuate this idyllic reality. Yes, our sacrifice, and only our sacrifice. A father's ridiculously juvenile dream. It's becoming real. They're starting to acknowledge it. You mean the dream that made our every waking moment a nightmare? I guess it is my fault for expecting you to have changed at all. You'd always agree with Father, no matter, do as you will. What meaning is there to happiness if we are all excluded from its blessing? I know the answer now. The happiness of Father Saul and his ideals is meaningless to us. What glory is there in gazing upon the happiness of humans if we stand upon the ground in which our family lies buried, made into corpses by our own hands to free them from their madness? What? I said go ahead, do it. At my confident reply, an odd light begins to shimmer in my sister's eyes. The eyes that had completely lost any semblance of light. The eyes that had seen too much fatigue to glimmer anymore. But it's filial impiety. I thought you'd be more opposed to this. It is Father who's abandoned us. And that plan comes from none other than you, who had to look after the entire family while our absent father was chasing his hollow dreams. Focus on the plan, and leave it to me to take care of the family in the meantime. I thought you were still so disinterested in everything happening before your eyes. Hey, I kinda like the new you. Go to the barber. She'll explain everything. That child was the architect of the more intricate parts of the plan, after all. No, actually, I'll go with you. It'd be easier for you to have me there to smooth things out, right? Yes.
Hello! Sounds really as good just going to everybody.
Sancho is in. Lady Sancho will take part in our plan? Very well, Your Grace. This will certainly reduce the risks involved in my strategy. Your involvement in this particular matter certainly was unexpected. Well, she can pretend all she wants about how little she cares about us, but I guess she kept her eye on the rest of the family in her own way. Indeed. Then perhaps it is possible that your apparent disinterest in that perfect dress I had once crafted for you was but a mask to hide your deep interest in the satirical arts. That's a lighthearted jest. I merely thought to break the ice, given that you remained entirely silent since the moment you stepped into this room. Please don't concern yourself with my comments. I will try on your dress next time. For now, I'd like you to elaborate on your plan. Wow. Surprises all around. We plan to place the helm of Membrino over Father's head. We received this intelligence from the relic peddler who kept swindling our father. The relic's function is as follows. Whosoever wears the helm shall be viewed as an equal in the eyes of the beholder. Viewed as an equal by the beholder? Does that mean the taboo, our revulsion for hurting a higher kindred, can be nullified? Precisely, Your Grace. Were I to look at an individual wearing the helm, I'll perceive them as a third kindred. And if Lady Sancho or Lady Rodion were to look at them, they would appear as a second kindred. It is said to have a similar effect on humans as well. A king shall see the helm wearer as a king, and as a knight, and a knight shall see the helm wearer as a... words. I'm out of tea, I need water.
What?
And a knight shall see the helm wearer as a knight. plan was more solid than I had expected, but the risks were still immense. Though Father had expended much of his strength when he created Orochimonte, his might remains nigh insurmountable. Even with the crutch provided by the mask, the knowledge that he is still our father will stay in the hands of many of our family members. But... yes, but this is the best chance we've got. For us to be released from the binding saddles of this nightmare, we must drag our father, who gallops onward at the vanguard of this procession, from his steed. This is why we have turned against you. Because in the dark, invisible corners of La Mancha Land, we were there, suffering silently as our instincts strangled us. Just as you forsook our happiness, we forsake your ideals. We'll seek blood, slaughter every human we see, and a knight who corrupted your mind shall be found and torn limb from limb. Was it your lingering attachment to the dream that it could still be realized? Or was it the resentment toward us who ruined your dream of coexistence, your retribution from our transgressions? Even as your gaze remains downcast, weighed down by the guilt of abandoning your own family, you raise an arm toward us, as though the dream continues still. All of a sudden, I was struck by a terrible premonition. Our preparations were immaculate, ready for every possibility, but should Father unleash his full might, determined to decimate his entire family, he'll kill us all, even if we manage to defeat him. As impossible as that sounds, none of us will survive the battle, and that was the best case scenario. Yet why, I wonder? Yet why did I see from your trembling hands a clear sign of hesitation that could not be disguised? I quickly motioned the family to stop materializing their weapons, out of panic. He isn't trying to fight us. This is... A great shadow, more vast than even the darkest clouds, began to devour the sky over us. A wall of blood begins to materialize around La Mancha Land. Is Father stealing La Mancha Land? He's trapping us in here.
This is the retribution we deserve.
Everyone, let's remain calm. We're going to be okay. I know we're going to be okay. The family panics. My sister gives me an odd look. I push harder on my lance, impaling Father's chest. They and I have committed the sin of filial impiety. But for the family to be confined here in La Mancha Land again for another eternity of suffering... Stop this. If you ever loved us as much as we once loved you, you will do nothing. I beseech you. For that is your final responsibility to us, as our father. The shadow that had begun to shroud the sky slowly withdraws, growing thinner. As if to say that his love for us hasn't changed. Father's arm slowly falls back to his side. The family begins to sob. I can see their tears from the corner of my eyes. From relief that the plan was a success. From the dawning of the terrifying reality that we are now without a father. Indeed, someone new must lead them from the vanguard. This massive responsibility is bloody and heavy as it rests ponderously upon my shoulders. Should someone come seeking the whereabouts of our father, give them this answer. That our father, who galloped toward a hollow dream, dragging his family through brutal suffering, eventually met his end in the dirt. And should someone ask you the question of how will you live on, assert boldly that you will live on as a blood fiend should. Then, while I bear the responsibility and the guilt, go seek the happiness that you lost. It's raining red. Father grasps his final breath, and the red droplets continue to pelt over our heads with no end in sight. Thus marks the end of the dreaming. La Mancha Land is falling apart. For everyone. For you and me. Because this crimson rain falls from the cumulus of broken things.
The blood overflows, flooding the land before the earth can claim it. It's hard to tell exactly where that story is different from the main story. Other than just being like, what parts of it is the perspective of the Blood Fiends, and what parts of it is where Sancho is different as an ID, and where Sancho is Sancho. It seems like the main difference is just that Sancho did not leave La Mancha land, and Sancho decided to join the other Blood Fiends and turning against Father, instead of staying with him until Sancho was forced to leave by Father. I think that's the only two differences. Everything else is the Blood Fiends' perspectives. Bop. Hooray! I still have Sancho and Don Quixote as my announcers.
여기다 대고 말하면 돼? 안녕, 로자야.
Don Quixote.
자, 지금
본인도 이 녹음을 정말 해보고 싶었는데 잘 됐군. 새로운 마음가짐으로 임무에 임하겠네.
She's excited. Don't mind her.
본인도 이 녹음을 정말 해보고 싶었는데 잘 됐군. 새로운 마음가짐으로 임무에 임하겠네.
Don Quixote is very excited. Cool! I think that's everything. We've done all day WALPURGIS night. There's not a lot. It's only been 2 hours. But I don't feel like trying to do the missions. They're too hard. I might be able to get this one. But I'll have to wait until the daily reset and try using either turn 1 fluid sac or use an extra yearning Merkala. Because fluid sac is blunt damage, so that won't do much damage, but it increases everybody's sanity on turn 1. I don't know which one would be better. There's also less turns on easy difficulty, right? I think there was 10 turns on the hard difficulty, but I didn't see how many turns there was in normal. It felt shorter. I'll figure that out off stream. Hooray! That is all for today. I could switch over to something else. It's only been 2 hours, but I think I'd rather end the stream for now. Take a break for a couple hours, let my voice rest, get food, and then start another stream maybe later today. And we'll do something else then. We'll see. That's all for today. Bye bye. Have a good day, or night, or time. Okay.